Okay, hello, Jess. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling fucking great. We fucking destroyed that.
So, what would happen if you didn't do the challenge? Like, who would have been the vote? Who would have you targeted? I know we kind of discussed the name last time you did a confessional, but is it still the same?
I don't remember what I named last time. Um, but I think that I think the move would be Josh, just because I think he's a strong player and would be dangerous at merge time. Even though we fucking destroyed that super hard. It's nothing personal. It's just he's good at the game, you know?
Okay. So, what's the strategy moving forward now? Has there?
Uh hmm. Well, we're all kind of like obviously I'm newer to orgs and stuff. So pretty much everybody that is more familiar with them in my clan or whatever mentioned that now we're going to be like a target because we've been doing so well in competitions. So that's like, you know, is it like, do we throw the next challenge to help ourselves or what? I don't know.
So, has there been any talks of another swap or potential merge?
Oh, I mean, I think that the merge is coming. I think that I think some people said that it could be after tomorrow's vote. It might be one more. Who knows? But it's coming. I mean, I don't know if the swap would happen before. I haven't played enough of these to really know, but I would think because I don't know how many players we have right now. Is it like 13?
14. We're gonna go into 13 next round.
Yeah. So I don't really know when usually these kinds of things happen, but it seems like a trend of like three at a time, and then something will happen. So I don't know what's gonna happen. But I'm just so proud of our fucking team. We're fucking destroying it. And I was a little nervous for this last one because, I mean, Matt sounded like he was really good at puzzles. And I was kind of like, I can sit this one out if you guys want. But then we like flipped the coin and then I got it. And my thing is that like this weekend, I'm going to be a little busy. So I didn't want to like put myself in a position where I'd be sitting two out in a row, which is why I was kind of like, okay. But that's if it's necessary, you know? So I don't really know.
So, production told the game that you'll be needing a spoon and an egg. Have you been discussing what the potential challenge is going to be? And if so, what are your thoughts on it?
We haven't really been talking about it. If I'm being real, like my tribe hasn't really talked about it, but I imagine that it's like balancing the egg on the spoon or something. That's what I think, but what do I fucking know?
I think of more questions I can ask you. Um, so as of right now, for your individual game, who is someone that you're not gonna? Because we're 4 rounds in now. It, who's that one person that you will never see voting out in this game?
Joe, probably. He's
Okay.
someone on the other side that will have good intel for me for the game going forward, like for the other tribe. And I mean, as long as I play it cool ish, like we're not as close as we actually are, that can work. I just hope that we're not being too obvious, which I don't think we are, but I don't know. I guess I got to start working on my game as far as like not acting like I like people because that kind of bit me in the ass with Corey.
Okay. Last question.
I'm just not good at being fake.
All right. Last question I have is, so in event of someone finding out like your ties with people, like how are you gonna bounce off of that? Like, what's your strategy of like maintaining that like little bump in the road?
I mean, I hope I don't run into that bump. I guess the strategy, if they were to find out, would be to reassure other players that I'd be willing to out Joe if it's necessary. Or maybe even bringing his name up like falsely so that people think that, well, he's like, basically I'll go to people and say, look, Joe's really good at this shit, like we need to out him, but then like on the down low be like, you know, allying with him or whatever.
Okay. Actually, I have one more question. So, individual game, we're about to be close to the fifth round. How are you doing as far as like what do you think, is there anything that you need to work on to further yourself in the game, or do you think you're in a stable position where like you're not seeing a
I think I need to work on talking. Like, I'm gonna need to work on my relationships with my previous tribe because I kind of fucked up by leaving those chats early. Um, but like once the merge happens, like getting back with those people and making sure they know that I'm like true to the original alliance. I think that that will be important, and like talking it up more to the point that I can connect with people will help me. Like, I don't think I've not tried to connect with people, but I do fear David because I think David knows that I voted for him. Especially because I literally like just left his chat after he was like, "Yeah, like we should ally. Like we'd love to have you." Blah blah blah. Like I feel like he's gonna want to come to me, and I worry about Chantel too because I think that she wanted to. She was allying with me, but I worry about how loyal she truly is to me in the long run of this game. But those two were on my original tribe, so I'd have to really gain their trust going forward.
Okay. That's all the questions I have for you, Jess. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we end this recording?
Nah, not really. I love Marcelo.
Okay, let me stop the recording.